Does your naked god get nude when he damns? Cause my goddamn god damns nude.
Hey Glibbers, me name Bummo. You can call me Bums. All me mates call me Bums, except Sturby Templey calls me Bummo. On Blim, Prynne calls me Fugguff, but that's kind of thing with him, innit? I was just polishing on and thought I'd swing down round about the mountain, so to speak. Take some of the relief valve off and get stabbing at the things that worry me, mate. I got problems, and me problems got solutions in the form of squashed heads, so why do not we hop to just exactly an action at Probably. This time is as good as now, so get swinging. We got some meat to pulp up brotheristas and bonisters, back a bear barrier if you want to hold on your pie and keep your hands wank scuttles. You spread mud on your wankies, just to keep your John Solomon Thompson DDs all greased up good like a salad bar you got too drunk at. Crunk off the lettuce, and let us pass. Pass it, you panty waist waistcoat, strutting pants to waist. Flame out on into the night like a bright worm of pure evil. That's what my cousin told him. We didn't expect him to vomit flame like Jack the Dragon. But boy Eki, if he didn't boy. Eki did he? He did though, don't he though? He did. He's dead now. So fucking dead. But thanks for laughing like it's funny. You cruelly yanked wank of a dimple bozo boozy hound. Took some more mud down tank face.
I had to hash a slang for purple meal times, because any who bake at Winnebago can win at bagels and still meet please your stove and beagle within an inch of your archway and come at you crosswise like eyes of the beaver hovering in the night sky, rippling across the lake like a mirror. And you're like, these evil shivers are coming right up my back, and before you know it, the spider thing has sank his tendrils deep, and you never knew how much a tender word could sting before, but each little tendril is really an existent claw. That's what it is, a claw that never stops growing and seeking out the water of nourishment like a root, but this jagged root is a tooth, and it's a tooth that never stops searching out the hot sweetmeat at your center, like a Tootsie Pop. And Tootsie, you got a lot of pop, and that sock is so that popping poop is outed. Why do the poop pods recharge so bottom quickly? Charlie spreads your special notice to wind, pop, and poop out the bindle again, take his spindles and shooting with the plebeians I can peel shit. No more Borscoos got that ghoulishly while riding, shouting in a bit of a dirty bonny DD. No wipey say enough tonight to stop the ship from shining like a bolt of dippy lightning. My teeth are not whitening, I'm frightening like a big bog of spikes with hens jumping here and there on their bikes like friends who know the laundromat is filled with roommates with the pens undergarments for elderly men. Cause you pop up your booty gun, you bear batter or bladder butter, because sadder bladder butter blends better with bender bin standing in for a bowling pin. Because nothing could be bolder than to be borrowed and then off in. My blizzard ankle seeds and weeps because a fraternity of dowling brides and rabble, rousing rubber brakes that rouge too much and touch too many wires to fuses in future states of embryonic fusion. The chimeric bird circles whirl overhead like a scurvy dervish, and I am begging, good Madam, Lord our God, do not cut the umbilical just yet, I'm about to get biblical. And he so die, I begat your great grand's bad, and he was bad, so we heave. We're over the board, we smack a freaking rate with a pole. I let her go and she's pulling in the high A's, especially well with ladies, and then when she splats, we back over her Mercedes with a devastating pile of invades, which is a type of convention hall to pull with wool, pain, and a night hall for the workhorse, lazy Susan, puking around the drain for the lane of Puritan with copper infusion of pneumatic tubes, packing spikes in the likeness of his best friend Eel Withers. He knew spook bicycle by circle, and he memorized it through and cough on the blue waves radiating outwards. And he thought, my God, I am the cause of the ripples. My weight display spreads throughout. It is the source of its own perturbation. Oh, elation did flit his heart. He was a rapidly sensible frame for a haul. Little trucker to take with. He had to go with every day. What to go with? Hell yes, the scary basement tendrils still grew like rude teeth in the desk worm of the warm soil. And the creeping things that came were not at all unlike the worms that crawled beneath, feasting on the faces of the dead. And that is where I'll be waiting for you, and your bestie's best of luck to your top of the Irish and bottom of the morning night. Suspended second, West dominant 7, you fragrant pretzel sandwich burger, your teeth into billion for a cheese winter that hurts you just to pee against a wall filled with cables can zap, but you make the urine bridge and it will zap you for sure. 4 shores and 7 more heels, and you'll ever snap up a backwards thrift and say, and you traded the wheel mark for a pile of petals of 47 summers later, you still are new the day of the morgue. Don't call me, all of it. The large swaddled boatswain, who only wins at summer, gives me lots of shore style and big enforcement with the wheel and barrows, where they buried their dead sleds and their piles of oak and ash. These are the worst moments to remember something dimly distant but bright with clarity. Mr. Bigfoot Bubriner. He wrung his hands and pulled his hair and rended what flesh were fair. but it was mostly parsley and parsnips. For the snack, not a big bowl of headings and people persons. Have you ever remarked to your own young as you were molten that the molten mold mouldering in your smoldering pole is out of whack for the winter? In little wicker boats that flake and slither like lampshade when it's over the distended heads and eye throws of the pole position and the punitive measures taken with 30, 2 very penal inches. In terms of work, colonization processes, and processos. Is wheat getting simmery up there, ready to sizzle down and focus upon the attentional aspect to me and give cadence to my credence? Headquarters survival you ain't in no Eagle 757 passenger beagle. This is Mach 4 war chat from Country Club Craftsman. Time is back. We mistook the oven for an over-cleansing factory and proceeded to wicker chair ourselves, depth at over $40,000 per kilowatt month. But you disclose the permanent amount of your urine Stanleys. I feel like old Bran Winter don't pack his oats. But looking at you, I think that you might one day get a freak out packing during lunchtime. It's what people who bone frequently do. Oat-wise. Oat-wise boning is my middle sheet easing. Poppy Bud had a bobbling neck, but he could still numb it up with the gum. Is when you weren't working leastways.
Do you only boil in rain for boning ham snake? We boil all the copper we can cuddle. We work our bones to the hand and it gets a little itchy these times of night and day. You blow sun and the gentle rain and a piercing hum folds your ears like it travels xylophone. Is this the instinct embodiment started gaining momentum? Do you faint? Stink breath in your ear and you start plugging at the local mud and sharing ears of corn with phytoplankton and dear Lord reap my God, is this the bread-getting of the end and do we break our fast with this lunching embankment today or do we swindle it all up in a ball and fax it down the waist bibber in a shawl as possible? While weepingly as you are doing so, you sadistic fraternitist.
Calling all crosslinks to disaster boat 3 we have twain with all can you hamster it for us or do we run it deadly with a wire mesh showing stretch way through like a vacuum van pummeled up for a dull night out with the taxis? Is this what the venom salesman has been peddling? Better to put pebbles in your own papers and inhale the vapors. Vesper Viper of the cheese wheel monger and Porner the Duke of Orange had a hammock for his own paddock and he sold T-Rex Fisher sheep down by the bay, oh down by the bay, and boy oh boy were dat bay bold because Spider Creeper crept up like he always do.
It's what they would call great wads of the stuff pouring out that would force us to reduce our daily incidence in spite of all urination possible.
Out in the country, they had rude stakes on it. They'd wager with little posts stuck in the ground and things, and one of the drawbacks to the approach, as I saw it, was me pants was always flapping in the wind, and young ladies would pass comment on my hindquarters, which were a lot more supple in those days, and I'd supply the rod to spoil, the mild because I beat every one of them to a grisly death with a metal pipe, you best believe it forth.